Hey guys, what's up? Spectre here, and I've been blown away by what I've seen coming out of the modding community for Cyberpunk 2077 thus far. And when I look through the Nexus and see all that potential, and then play the game and see some of that admittedly missed potential, I can't help but put together a few connections and come up with some mod ideas of my own. I've been involved in modding projects in the past, mostly for Skyrim, and even in those, I was more of a writer than anything else, writing branching quest dialogue so that our voice actors could then record it. But if I could make a mod myself, here are a few ideas that I have. These are 3 dream mods that I would love to see for Cyberpunk 2077. The first came to me in that mission where we go to Pacifica to take on the animals. There's a fairly large gym that you have to make your way through during that quest, and it just made me wish that Cyberpunk had adopted sort of a similar mechanic to GTA San Andreas, where we could take our own character to a gym, pump some iron, and change the way they look dynamically. Now, in a game that doesn't really have body sliders, I could see that there could be limitations. Perhaps there's just not the ability to do this, or they don't have the resources, but it would be really cool if we could go to certain gyms, or even pay some eddies for each session, and have the screen black out at the very least, and slowly see a change in our character. Right now, the only way that I could think of bulking up is just to get the Arasaka Cyber Arms mod, throw that on to make your arms bigger. And it works for both female and male V characters, but it would just be really cool to have this little dynamic thing that you could do every once in a while between missions, just running to the gym, pumping some iron, and changing your character in an all-new way. Which is an overall theme that I'd just like to see more of in Cyberpunk, changing your character. The next mod on this list already kind of exists. I'd love to be able to change the car models in-game, in lieu of a complete customization system, which was actually cut out of the game during the development cycle. It would be really cool if we could drive up to a garage with whatever car we're in, see a menu, and select changes we'd like to make to different skins, textures, and styles that already exist in the game. Think of it as Los Santos Customs, but in Night City. Wow, I'm just trying to turn this game into GTA apparently. And the last mod on this list is a dynamic gang system. One of my favorite things to do in between missions or while I'm waiting for a call from an NPC or just killing some time is terrorizing the 6th Street gang. They're my least favorite for reasons that should be fairly obvious. It would be really cool if we could move in on certain gangs' turf and see the gang control in the map sort of change, or maybe even be attacked randomly by members of that gang. And it would be really interesting if members of different gangs that border one another could get into conflicts that I could either help or make worse, sort of the way that you could do that with the Stormcloaks and Imperials in Skyrim. And there are many mods that have come out for that game with a similar idea. I'm honestly just looking for a way to make the world more dynamic and change my character and just affect the world around me, and I think mods like this would be really, really incredible. So if there's any modders out there who'd love to steal those ideas, please do. And if you need a writer for any of your mods, let me know, because I actually miss being part of a modding team. But how about you? What kind of mods would you like to see coming out of the Nexus? We've already got some pretty great stuff in terms of customization, and that's without the proper toolkit or support, but with that rolling out now, we're sure to see some crazy creations out of the community. If you'd like to see some recommended mods, I've already made a video on that, and you can check it out by clicking in the top right or at the end of this video. And if you'd like to see my video on the current state of modding as well, you can check that out after this one. For more mod and cyberpunk content, make sure to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.